Hi everyone, it is Brian here of the Amazing YouTube Enthusiast. This is What Brian Thinks Adventure, speaking to each as well as every one of you. I am hereby to provide a live mid-September 2025 update with all the wonderful positive things, what is going to be happening during the middle of September, this fall, this month, this September, this year coming up. Would you like to hear it, everyone? You would? Fantastic. Well, let's get started. As part of this live mid-September 2025 update, ladies and gentlemen, I have lots of amazing announcements to share with each as well as every one of you as we go along, and also would love to pass on the wonderful, exciting news. I am very excited, very pleased to make this wonderful announcement. I very recently received an email from Ali from Special Olympics. I have been signed into AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling for my amazing fourth season in my participation in Special Olympics bowling come the 2025-2026 Special Olympics bowling season this October, next month coming up as well. And also, next Saturday, on the second Saturday, this mid-September, Saturday, September 13th, 2025, I am also going to be attending the Greater Edmonton Model Train Show at Edmonton Expo Center in Northlands in Borden Park on the second Saturday this mid-September coming up. I'm very excited to take pictures of the beautiful model train displays, look at all the different types of model trains there, and also, that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. Later on, during the middle of this September, the following next weekend after, between Friday, September 19th, Saturday, September 20th, Sunday, September 21st, this September, my mom, my stepdad, and I, the three of us are going to be attending the ComicCon Expo at Edmonton Expo Center for ComicCon this September, this year as well. It was a lot of fun last September in 2024. I'm also very excited to use one of my lanyards for this year's Comic-Con coming up as well. In fact, that's not all, everybody. I am also now reaching over 6,011 YouTube subscribers for my amazing YouTube channel. This is What Brian Thinks Adventures YouTube page. I'm very pleased to tell each as well as every one of you, I am now on my way to reach up over 10,000 YouTube subscribers. I have now surpassed 6,011 YouTube subscribers in my amazing YouTube channel. This is What Brian Thinks Adventures YouTube page so far. And looking forward to seeing what the rest of the 6,000 have more of my YouTube channel, going up to 4,000 more, 7,000, 8,000 YouTube subscribers, 9,000, the biggest milestone, 10,000, 15,000, and who knows, 20,000 YouTube subscribers and beyond down the road. Who knows what the future of my amazing YouTube channel, if this is What Brian Thinks Adventures, will embark next, ladies and gents. And I'm very excited to say, I very recently have started getting things back up to, and also have started to get things sorted out with my work, and also will be getting the information of the confirming dates in both, as my fourth season in Special Olympics bowling progresses, with both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Doon Bowling Lanes, as well as Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes, for my amazing fourth season in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Doon Bowling Lanes, as well as Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes as well. In fact, you know, I have a very wonderful, amazing future of my amazing new year, new start in my Special Olympics bowling season, in my new season, come this year, 2025-2026 Special Olympics bowling season this October next month. Anyway, I'm very pleased to announce, everybody, I am looking forward to making amazing YouTube videos of the beautiful model train displays at the Greater Edmonton Model Train Show on the second Saturday, second weekend this September as well. And I'll definitely provide some amazing YouTube videos of them there, and also will provide amazing pictures. So please stay tuned for that, everybody. And please stay tuned for some amazing ComicCon of all the DC and Marvel themes of the ComicCon of Edmonton Expo Center during the middle of this fall, this September as well, ladies and gentlemen. Anyhow, I'm also very excited to inform you, everybody, beginning this October, next month, my mom and I, we're going to start getting my locker rental to store my amazing 5-pin camouflage bowling balls at Bonnie Doon bowling lanes. So this way I do not have to carry them on the bus and the ETS Valley Line LRT trains for Special Olympics bowling. So it'll be very easy as well. So I will definitely provide all the positive details, and also once I get all the information for both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling as well as Special Olympics 10-pin bowling, so both AS1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon bowling lanes, as well as Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at the Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes as well. So I'm very excited too, and also starting to count down the days, weeks, until the new start of my new year in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon bowling lanes on Sunday, October 19th next month, as well as Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes again on the final Saturday, October 25th, 2025, this fall next month as well. In fact, I'm looking forward to seeing what the first 4 months of my amazing fourth season in Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon bowling lanes and AS1 in my fourth year, as well as Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes as well. In fact, with all this excitement, I also responded to Ali from Special Olympics to let her know I am coming into AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon bowling lanes again this year. Very excited to see what the new start of my fourth season in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon bowling lanes will look like, and also Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes looks like too. So I have started very recently testing out my amazing USBC T-Zone 10-pin fireball bowling ball at the Banquet and Ice District. It can really do its stuff too, and also very excited to make the proudest announcement when the new Edmonton's Christie's Splitsville bowling lanes opens in the Northwest Edmonton near St. Albert later this fall. I am looking forward to making my amazing YouTube videos of St. Albert Transit's bus route 201 St. Albert via 118th Avenue, and it's right on their new Nova LFS bus with my amazing T-Zone 10-pin bowling ball, and testing it out too to see what it looks like later on. So please stay tuned for that, everybody. And I'm also very pleased to say I had an amazing summer holidays during the summer, in between my work schedule at Loblaw City Market and Ice District, as well as focusing on prioritizing my work schedule, doing extra bowling practices, bike riding. Even though I didn't get to see my friends in Calgary for Calgary Stampede this July, 2 months ago, this summer in 2025. But I am very proud and very pleased to say, everybody, I am looking forward on visiting my friends for Calgary Stampede again, July next summer, in 10 months from this September, this fall 2025, come this summer, July 2026, as well as the following summer, July 2027, summer July 2028, summer July 2029, 2030, down the road too. So lots of positive persistence. Excitement is up in the air. A moment, please. Anyhow, I am also very excited to use one of my amazing lanyards for the ComicCon Expo for ComicCon this month, this fall, this September as well. In fact, I was just telling some of my friends, my old former teachers from my old school, LOI Karens, about the amazing extra bowling practices going on in between my work at Loblaw City Market and Ice District, as well as the extra bowling practices with 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon bowling lanes and 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, the Banquet and Ice District. Looking forward to seeing when the new Splitsville Christie's Edmonton bowling lanes near St. Albert will look like when it opens later on this fall as well. And also very excited when they open up. I will definitely be using my art card on the amazing St. Albert Transit's commuter bus route 201 St. Albert via 118th Avenue to get from MacEwan University to the St. Albert Trail and getting off in the Splitsville area too. So the St. Albert Transit buses, they're commuter bus routes, ladies and gentlemen, makes limited stops too. And Strathcona County's commuter bus routes like 404 Ords, 401 Ords, 403 Ords, 411 Bethel, 413 Bethel, 414 Bethel make limited stops too because they are commuter bus routes as well. Beaumont Transit is also a commuter bus route as well, and so is Leduc Transit. Spruce Grove Transit is also a commuter bus route too, ladies and gents. Anyhow, I have been taking my amazing YouTube channels with my amazing Google Pixel 8a phone since before and after I went on my 2-day trip to Calgary this summer in August last month for 2 days, and when I made some amazing Calgary Transit bus videos and LRTC train videos. It turned out spectacular in 4K. In fact, you may as well know, ladies and gentlemen, I am so very excited to see what my amazing YouTube channel will look like over this fall with my amazing Google Pixel 8a phone as well. So I'm very excited for that too. Best of all, everybody, I'm looking forward on using my amazing T-Zone USB-C 10-pin bowling ball at Gateway Bowling Lanes, the Gateway Entertainment Center, as my participation in my new start in Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes begins on the final Saturday this October next month, and then the following next couple months of November, December, before Christmas, winter break, New Year's break, my 4th month in my 4th season in my participation in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes and Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes progresses in the beginning of this January 2026, less than 5 months from now, and also my 5th month during my 4th season of Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes and AS1, Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes, and during the middle of this winter, this February 2026, as well as my final month of my 4th season in AS1 and Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes this spring 2026, and also using my T-Zone USB-C Fireball 10-pin bowling ball at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes for the rest of Special Olympics 10-pin bowling season between this January, February, March, April, and the beginning of May, the very last day in May 2026 this spring as well. So I'm very excited for that too. And also, once I have the information, I'll be getting my change of availability and my work schedule sorted out, and also letting my boss, letting my managers and my work know, and ICE district know what's going on, and also let them know what's going to be happening between my work schedule as well as Special Olympics bowling schedule as well. Anyhow, I am also planning on getting things saved up between now and during the fall months of this mid-September, October, November, December, before Christmas, winter break, New Year's break, and also over the winter months of this January, February, March, and getting things well back on track between now, during this fall, over the winter months, early this spring, and during the spring, and before next summer draws near, this upcoming summer 2026. Most of all, everybody, I'm looking forward with the amazing future of my amazing 4th season in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes and Special Olympics 10-pin bowling looks like. I have been putting in an extreme amount of extra bowling practices at both Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes with 5-pin bowling involved and 10-pin bowling at the Banquet, as well as Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes as well. In fact, the future of Special Olympics bowling this year is super duper bright. If my 4th season goes very well this year, ladies and gents, who knows what the future of season 5 and my amazing 5th season in Special Olympics bowling and the next year's Special Olympics bowling season for the 2026-2027 Special Olympics bowling season, as well as my 6th season in Special Olympics bowling for the 2027-2028 Special Olympics bowling season, 7th season in Special Olympics bowling in the 2028-2029 Special Olympics bowling season. And who knows what my 8th year in Special Olympics bowling will look like down the road in the 2029-2030 Special Olympics bowling. The future of Special Olympics bowling is very bright, ladies and gents, and I'm very pleased and very persistent about that. And I'm also excited to say I love my amazing Google Pixel 8a phone, and I always love taking care of my stuff and making sure it's in excellent condition as it should be. In fact, I have been helping my mom and my stepdad around her place, and also looking forward to a wonderful Greater Edmonton Model Train Show on the second Saturday this September, and also the ComicCon Expo at Edmonton Expo Center as well. In fact, on my way for the ComicCon Expo and Edmonton Expo Center, ladies and gents, I'm also going to try get one of these amazing iced mochas from the Fox Coffee Shop in the amazing 104th Street Promenade downtown on my way to get the Capital Line northbound LRT between Bay Enterprise Square to Coliseum Station for the day of the Comic-Con as well. So stay tuned, ladies and gents. Before I go, wrap up this live mid-September 2025 update, ladies and gents, I'm also planning my Hamilton-Toronto trip, specializing this year in between my work schedule, my post-secondary education college schedule, and also my Special Olympics bowling schedule as I get things sorted out. In fact, you may as well know, 4.5 years ago, my Auntie Paula and my mom were very proud and very pleased how very careful, very responsible I was using our H-Star buses on the H-Star in Waterdown, and our Go Bus and Go Train on Lakeshore West, on Go Transit. And also, that's not all. I made my Auntie Paula and my mom very proud 4.5 years ago, back in summer, July 2021, during the week of my grandmother and Auntie Hazel's burial that time, when I got to take the bus from my Auntie Paula's place to Aldershot Station in Waterdown that day, and also took the GO train safely eastbound to Union Station from Aldershot Station, Burlington, Appleby, Bronte, as well as to and from Oakville Station on my way towards Union Station in the downtown area in Toronto, and also texted and kept in touch as I went on the subway and the streetcar, exploring our amazing subway stations, going northbound at Union Station a couple times, to St. George Station a few times, and also had a very wonderful time going westbound at St. George Station to Ossington Station safely, with a quick round trip to Dufferin Station westbound, and eastbound from Dufferin Station back to Ossington Station, and then eastbound from Ossington Station to St. George Station, and also made a couple amazing southbound subway videos on the Toronto Rocket subways from St. George Station to St. Patrick's Station, featuring the amazing 505 Dundas streetcar route with the 4508 Bombardier Flexity low floor streetcar from outside St. Patrick's Station for Eaton Centre, and also featured St. Patrick's Station, Union Station, and also featured a full northbound subway ride from Union Station to St. George Station, featuring 510 Spadina on the TTC as well. In fact, I am still going to keep being very careful on the subways and the streetcars on the TTC, Toronto Transit Commission, in Toronto, in the downtown area of Toronto, Ontario, on my visits in Hamilton, Ontario from Edmonton, Alberta, and always look around, staying aware of my surroundings, and being very careful, as my Auntie Paula and my mom has always told me lots of times, and still use my common sense, always going during the day, and always doing all the right things, as it should be. And always very fortunate to ride the bus on the H-Star in both Hamilton and Waterdown on our H-Star buses of Hamilton Street Railway. Very fortunate to visit Jackson Square, our Hamilton Go Center, Limeridge Mall, Mohawk College, Sam Orange Park, and Upper Gage and Marmot Plaza on our familiar bus routes on our H-Star buses of Hamilton Street Railway, both in Hamilton as well as Waterdown on visits now. And very fortunate too. It's very rewarding. It's a very wonderful opportunity, a very rewarding experience. And I always let my friends and families know, and that's how it should be. Best of all, I am so excited what the amazing start of my fourth season of Special Olympics bowling will look like. In fact, Blake participated with us in the first 3 years of my participation in AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes. He's made the right decision. He's not going to be joining us this year. However, Evan Kellen will be back on our Strikers AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling team at Doon Bowling Lanes again. And now I'm just figuring out who I'm going to be teamed up in the Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes on the south side for Special Olympics 10-pin bowling this fall, this October again this year. Since last year, I was teamed up with Delio, Eli, in Special Olympics 10-pin bowling last year, and I'm looking forward to seeing who I'm going to be teamed up with in the Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center and Gateway Bowling Lanes this fall. So there is a lot of positive excitement up in the air, ladies and gents. And anyhow, I would like to say, please stay tuned for excuse me. Before I go, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say, please stay tuned for live end of September 2025 update that will be on a separate live premiere before Truth and Reconciliation on the final Tuesday, September 30th this September as well. So thank you again for this live mid-September 2025 update, ladies and gents. Before I go, I want to tell you some more excitement. I am looking forward on making a special live final month of 2025 update to talk about the amazing, very positive highlights, what went on this very past year, 2025, during this year as well. So it will be on a separate live YouTube video. I will definitely provide that maybe before the Christmas, winter break, and New Year's break too. I also have a special live welcome to 2026 update. Is on a special premiere for the first Thursday, New Year's Day, Thursday, January 1st, 2026, first day of 2026 of New Year's Day as well. Thank you again very much for live mid-September 2025 update, ladies and gentlemen. It will be on premiere either during the middle of Wednesday, September 10th, or early Thursday, September 11th, or early Friday, September 12th, 2025. Thank you for live mid-September 2025 update, live mid-fall September 2025 update, folks. See you again on the next YouTube video of This Is What Brian Thinks Adventures. See you again soon, folks. Do not forget to click the like, subscribe button. Thank you for live mid-September 2000. Excuse me. I just have to drink some water for a second before I close off. That's better. Folks, thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing YouTube enthusiasts, elevator enthusiasts, DJs, Disney's, music, brass tactics enthusiasts, nature, horticulture, physical education, animal science, art and media, LY currents enthusiasts, public transit enthusiasts, ETS Edmonton transit enthusiasts, St. Albert transit enthusiasts, Strathcona County, Calgary transit, Beaumont transit, Leduc transit enthusiasts, including Calgary transit enthusiasts, Red Deer transit enthusiasts, various Calgary transit enthusiasts out there, and best of all, for other amazing public transit enthusiasts out east out there, thank you amazing HSR and Hamilton Street Railway enthusiasts, Go Transit enthusiasts, TTC, Toronto Transit Commission, and YouTube enthusiasts for listening to this, as well as OC Transport enthusiasts and Greater Toronto, Hamilton area, Ontario, and transit enthusiasts out there, and also BC Transit enthusiasts, Vancouver Translate. I look forward to providing a live end of September 2025 update on a separate live YouTube video of This Is What Brian Thinks Adventures. Thanks again for live mid-September 2025 update. See you again on the next YouTube video of This Is What Brian Thinks Adventures. See you soon, everyone. Thank you for live mid-September 2025 update. See you soon. Bye now.